Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I am talking about relational gestures. These are one of the fundamental aspects of Connective Parenting NVR and are really, really easy to get your head around and actually relatively easy to do. And one of the most important things to remember as we're going through this video is that when you least want to do them, you most need to do them because they are so powerful at changing the connection between you and your child, and they are raising presence at the same time as showing them you love them. So, what are they? They're often also called reconciliation gestures, and you may well see, certainly on some of my information, they're called reconciliation gestures or relational gestures. Same thing, it's about building the relationship. So, increasingly, I'm using the word relational. So, they are they're not rewards. That's the really important thing, actually. They're not rewards. It's not if you do this, I'll get you this. These are gestures that are spontaneous in the eyes of the child, designed to show them that you love them irrespective of their behavior. So they are just because. I was in the supermarket today and I found a drink I know you really like. Here you go. Or that's just left in the fridge for them to find, depending on how subtle you need to make the behavior, the gesture. It's not about buying big expensive things. It's not about spending lots of money on them or anything like that. It's about the gesture that says, I love you, irrespective of what might be going on. And, we are intending to help them know that they are lovable, that they deserve to be loved, that we want them as part of our lives, and to really boost their self-belief, their self-esteem, their self-worth, their sense of, deserving all of these things. So they are very small gestures done with the intention of showing them that they are loved. Now, there is a bit of a timing thing. You don't want to do a gesture in the middle of a meltdown, for example, because, I don't know, maybe they've just been really, really rude to you, really horrible. You don't immediately go, here's a nice gesture to show you that I love you. That's probably not quite the timing that you want. However, when you go out to do the deferred conversation, it's a beautiful time to give them a gesture as part of that reconnection process afterwards. And if you're listening going, deferred conversation, what's one of them? Watch the Managing Meltdowns video and that will tell you all about them. But these gestures, as I said, they are spontaneous. They are small things like, I don't know, their favourite dessert, their nice drink they like in the fridge, a bit of extra time at the park. A text message to them that says you're thinking about them, whatever it is, it's small stuff. And often it needs to be really small to help them accept them, certainly to start with. Some children just are not going to be able to accept anything nice from you because they don't think they deserve it, or they're wondering what the kind of the reason is. There must be something going on here. Why are they doing this? All of that stuff. So if they get rejected, it's not about you, it's about them. Make the gesture smaller and see how you go. Make sure that they are personalized to each individual child. Okay. So when you're giving a gesture, if you've got 3 children in the house, you want to be treating them all the same, using the same approach, but you wouldn't necessarily give them all exactly the same gesture because it might not be right for all 3 of them. It might connect with one of them and not the other. You might find that the gestures for one of them, it's just curling up under the sofa and spending a bit more time with them because actually their love language is more about that connection and physical contact. For another child, it might be the words you use because their love language is more about words. So think about what it is that you're doing for each individual child. Make sure you're being consistent but personalized across the board with the gestures. And as I said, these are small, easy things. They're not treats, they're not rewards, and they're not done at 6 o'clock every night, for example. They're done really kind of spontaneously, at least in the eyes of the child. Okay. It is about changing the mental image that the child has of themselves in their mind, that they have of you in their mind, and that you have of them as well. Those days, as I said right at the start, where maybe you're really struggling because your child is really struggling, it's affecting the relationship you have. Maybe they've done something that's making you think, I really don't like them right now. All of those things. those are actually the times when doing these gestures can be really, really powerful. So have some things written down maybe that you can just pull out. So when you least want to do them, you don't have to think about them. But these gestures are phenomenally good at developing the relationship, showing that they are loved irrespective of behaviour, of separating them from their behaviour and helping you to raise your presence, which is the fundamental core basis of Connective Parenting NVR. So I hope this makes sense. Go out and do some gestures. And as always, if you've got any questions, let me know. Get in contact, put some comments below this, whatever works best for you. But have a try at these gestures and see what a difference they make to your relationship with your child. That's all for now. See you in the next video.